Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
A Minnesota church is now the nation's first sanctuary denomination. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Katie Opperly. The Evangelical Lutheran Church in America is now committing itself to supporting and sheltering migrants entering the country. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard drove to the closest ELCA church in Moorhead and tells us how some people in our community are reacting.
On August 7th, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America made it clear that walking alongside immigrants and refugees is a matter of faith.
I think it's wonderful. I think the church as a whole has to change and adapt to society.
I think it's exciting. I think that it's religious people doing Jesus's teaching. The idea of welcoming people from other places and taking care of each other.
Minnesota has the largest community of ELCA members. That's 670,000 of the 3.3 million nationally. The ELCA says the United States has a broken system when it comes to immigration, and they say being a sanctuary body means giving resources to the ones who need it. The ELCA says this can mean providing shelter for people to live and or lending financial and legal support for people working through the immigration system. But not everyone is on board with the idea, some commenting on the ELCA's Facebook post saying the church is supporting illegal immigration. One man commenting that he doesn't want to leave the ELCA, but he feels like the ELCA is leaving him. Others that live by the church in Moorhead are indifferent, saying there's not much more they can do now.
I mean, the churches can do what they think is right, and the Synod has determined that this is the way to go, and I don't see any reason to argue with it.
In Moorhead, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
ELCA churches have a mission of helping people moving into our country. However, not all of the locations are required to house them. We are not able to confirm if Moorhead's church plans to provide shelter. One person is dead and 6 others are injured following a crash in Brunswick Township yesterday. State Patrol says it happened around 8:30 a.m. on Highway 70. A Toyota Camry was going north on Mahogany Street when the driver hit 2 motorcycles and ran another one off of the road. A 42-year-old South Dakota man was killed. 2 of the 6 people hurt have severe injuries. A Minnesota man is in critical condition after crashing his motorcycle into a mailbox in Kennebec County last night. 35-year-old James McClure was headed east on Highway 23 around 11 when he veered off of the road, hitting a mailbox. McClure was not wearing a helmet and was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Multiple trees are now stripped of their branches outside of Aurora Elementary in West Fargo. Police received word of vandalism in the area this morning, and residents say they're not happy about it. We spoke to some of the people that live right across the street from where it happened. People living in West Fargo woke Sunday morning to find branches of several trees snapped off in front of Aurora Elementary.
It makes me mad, because I just can't understand why anybody would do that. Why? It's just, it is upsetting.
Police say they received a report of multiple trees with broken branches and an odd symbol spray painted on the sidewalk along 9th Street West. But Beverly Gleave says she first noticed a problem when she saw multiple power boxes tipped over.
Well, I was thinking, I wonder if there was any electricity, affected any electricity, or if they snipped any of those wires or anything, which would really be bad.
Other people say they were taken back by the situation. Josh Roberts has a son that goes to Aurora, and he says he'll have a hard time explaining why someone would destroy something like that.
So I'm guessing he's gonna see those trees tomorrow when I bring him to daycare, because school starts in like a week, I think. So he's gonna probably be asking what happened to those trees, and to say there's some bad people running around, I guess.
Residents in the area say they hope the people are held accountable for their actions and that nothing more happens in the future. West Fargo police are asking for anyone that may have surveillance video or information about who did this to leave a tip as they are investigating. Those who came to Bonanzaville in West Fargo this weekend got a taste of what life was like for Dakota pioneers. The event, Pioneer Days, had new attractions this year, including axe throwing, Red River trivia, and wool dyeing. Kiddos were able to ride around on the tractor pull, play pioneer games, and hit the arts and crafts.
I think it's really important that you appreciate, history in general, whether it's seeing, how far humanity has come, or whether it's how much Fargo has changed or the history of Fargo in general.
Pioneer Village will be open until October 31st. To learn more information about the event, visit our website. That's valleynewslive.com. The Air Power History Tour touched down in Bismarck. It's the first of 2 stops in North Dakota, with Fargo being next. A B-29 Super Fortress used during World War II was first rediscovered at China Lake, California in the early 1970s. It has been touring the country since then. Retired Army veteran Glenn Bepley says he came to see the bomber again for the first time since 1982.
It's fun to look at. It's a piece of our history. It's something that everybody should get a chance to see.
The Commemorative Air Force will make its next stop in Fargo on Wednesday. Tickets to fly on the historic aircraft range from about $500 to $3,000. Some of you may have been following the Little League team from Minnesota as they compete in the World Series. The Coon Rapids Andover team lost their first game today after defeating a Kentucky team on Friday, but they're not done yet. It's double elimination, so the team will get another swing at it tomorrow night against Louisiana. The thought of competing in a triathlon might be overwhelming to many of us, but in Bismarck, a group has been making it doable for kids for the past 5 years. Their goal is to show kids how running, swimming, and biking are great ways to live a healthy lifestyle. The 5th annual Youth Triathlon is set for Saturday at the Missouri Valley Family YMCA. Kids ages 6 to 16 will swim 50 yards, bike 2 miles, and run half a mile. The race is designed to be as close as possible to the real deal.
And so the passion for it is what we're trying to do is we're trying to put on a triathlon for the kids that's like if you want to call it a real triathlon, that they, as they get older, they would experience the same thing.
You can learn more and sign up at bismarckymca.org.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
Now let's take a look at our tower cam time lapse. The Valley News Live Storm Team Skycam Network shot in Fargo. We got rid of the last of the clouds from the rain that came through yesterday in the morning, and then clear skies through the late morning into early afternoon, and just a few passing clouds into the later afternoon. Lots of sunshine today with temperatures getting into the low to mid 70s. Here's a live look outside on our Storm Team Skycam Network shot at Luther Family Ford in Fargo, and we are seeing mostly clear skies right now. And because of the clear skies, temperatures on their way down. We had high temperatures into the mid 70s up and down the valley, some upper 70s into the far northern valley, and outside the valley into the lower 70s. And right now with the clear skies, we have cooled off at 58 right now in Fargo and out toward Jamestown. Some mid 50s on the map, Valley City, Cooperstown, out toward the Wadena area. Still closer to 60 from Fergus Falls, Detroit Lakes. One of the warm spots at Devil's Lake right now at 66 degrees, mid to upper 50s into the northern valley in northwestern Minnesota right now. We are keeping a little bit of a southerly wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour, so temperatures are not really going to fall that much as we keep that warm flow from the south during the overnight period. Mostly clear skies, the story as of right now. We are seeing a slight increase in the clouds just off to the north and to the west of our viewing area, and some very light shower activity along the Canadian border, but otherwise mainly dry. High pressure in charge of our forecast right now. We had that cool northerly flow during the overnight period, but the high is cresting over us. Now we have more of a southerly flow. It is pretty light out there. We do have a little bit of a warm front making its way through that is sparking off those really light showers, but nothing really of significance on the map as we go through the next say 24 hours or so. So we got mostly clear skies tonight. We're going to keep that southerly wind with temperatures falling into the mid to upper 50s, and then with a lot of sunshine, and we keep that southerly or southwesterly wind tomorrow. High temperatures will be into the low to mid 80s. Most of the daylight hours on Monday look really good with mostly sunny skies and a slight increase in the clouds going through the evening. There's your high of 84 degrees in Fargo with the sunshine, and that increase in the clouds later on after the sun sets up and down the valley valley into the mid 80s, outside the valley into the lower 80s, plenty of sunshine. And then as we go through the overnight Monday into Tuesday, we do have our next chance of some thunderstorms, and some of them could be strong to severe, a marginal risk of severe weather for the overnight period into Tuesday morning, meaning some of the storms, one or two of them, could contain some large hail and damaging winds. Here's how it looks on the hour-by-hour forecast with the storms moving through during the overnight period. This is around 3:30 a.m. and will advance to around 6 a.m., forming a line and moving across northwestern Minnesota. And after sunrise on Tuesday, we will see decreasing clouds and back to mainly sunny skies, that wind flipping around in more of a northerly direction, cooling us off into the low to mid 70s for highs for your Tuesday. Here's the photo of the day. It's called North Dakota Nights. Thank you to Justine for this one, using the background of the 7-day forecast. And there's your sunny skies for most of Monday, a high of 84 with those storms overnight into Tuesday, high of 75, clearing for Tuesday afternoon, and then mainly sunny Wednesday and Thursday, mid to upper 70s, near 80, and by Thursday. And then for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, more active, upper 70s and lower 80s. We do have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms as we approach and then go through next weekend.
So it looks like we have plenty of chances for rain, but also plenty of chances for some sunshine.
Yeah, best chance to see a lot of sun into the early to midweek period, and then we get more chances of some showers and storms later.
All right, well, thank you, Justin. Video shows the damage left behind after a suicide bombing in Afghanistan's capital, killing more than 60 people. That's next on Valley News Live at 10.